It's Dr. Fox, licensed psychologist in the state of Texas. And in this short video, we're going to talk about unfiltered BPD, or those individuals with BPD that seem to have no filter. Now, individuals with BPD tend to exhibit extreme levels of mood instability, emotional dysregulation, impulsivity, or the combination of the two that leads to having none or even a broken filter. Now, this is different from individuals with narcissism or NPD's broken filter. So I have a video on that as well, so you may want to check that out. But let's get back to BPD and no filter. For many individuals, the filter has either not developed or has been distorted or broken. Many individuals with BPD do not have malicious intent, in my experience, though I know many partners and family members feel that the maladaptive behaviors and words that come flying out of individuals with BPD that come flying out of their mouth are often acidic and certainly do burn. And I get it. I do get it. But this is part of that missing or broken filter. Now, unlike the narcissistic individual, those with BPD feel intense regret and self-hatred when the pain of their words and behaviors are explained to them, when they're illustrated. This often ignites that core content and can send them spiraling when the goal needs to be filter development or repair. Now, this is really tough because a lot of times we usually developed our filter and our understanding of interaction when we're developing. But for some reason or one reason or another or multiple reasons, the individual along the BPD spectrum hasn't learned that. They haven't learned that filter, that sense of self-restraint. And perhaps that's from the invalidating environment. Perhaps it's from having different experiences where they lacked compassion or encouragement to get over it, whatever it may be. But the issue is that there is no filter here or a broken filter. So that unrestrained BPD is really problematic. So how do we develop or repair a filter? First and foremost, slow down, right? The individual with BPD, and that could be you, needs to build insight into their core content. And when they feel activated or triggered, they need to freeze. Don't fight or flight. You need to freeze. And that's one of the great components I think about my workbook is that it helps you identify that core content. And it can also help you build insight into those issues and triggers that set off that core content that can start you spiraling, that just degrade or destroy or melt, however you want to look at it or call it, that filter. So what happens is you just impulsively kind of go off. What we want to do is we want you to stop. Know what that core content is. Recognize that it has been activated. Once you do that, right? Once you freeze in place, then I want you to look inward and assess your activation and think about how you would want someone to act and treat you in that situation. Then engage in a manner without an expectation of immediate reward when you're using those adaptive strategies, when you're treating someone the way you would want to be treated. Typically, it's with compassion, patience, and understanding. And when we have that unbridled intensity that comes out of that core content activation, when we have it controlled, the individual along that BPD spectrum, you're better able to manage your behavior, your thoughts, and those impulsive drives. Repairing or developing a filter is not easy. Most that are not along the BPD spectrum, as I said, develop this as kids. But when it's missing or damaged, it can take time to do it differently. Patience with yourself, patience with that person. And I know sometimes that's really challenging, but it is critical and it's not easy. And I hope this short video was helpful for you. Please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.